Next up in the Grand Archives, right before the boss fight, where the elevator's to the left that goes to the original bonfire of the Grand Archives, and you can go straight to go to the boss fight, you want to take a left, which is often missed. I didn't even see it my first playthrough. I had to get to the guidebook to look for it.
The job search isn't going well. Dark Souls begins, ladies and gentlemen. Today has finally come. We get past 300,000 subscribers. As I always promise, every 100,000, we do another Souls from subtitle, platinum, every trophy, DLC if it's there. Everything. We spun the wheel last time and it landed on Dark Souls 1. Drop a like, subscribe. The best Dark Souls playthrough you've ever seen in your life is about to commence. Name, don't know what it is. Rob. The legend continues. My God, dude. These look like the dudes from Dune. What are they called? Voldigo, but the two bark for me, Rob. Wow, I can't believe I did that for $2. After creating my character, I started out in an area called Undead Asylum, where I would earn my first couple of trophies, and also run into my first bit of adversity in the playthrough. Am I supposed to do this? Hell, read message. Rest at bonfire, recover. Oh, here's the bonfire. Dude, I straight up would have missed that. Hey, we got our first trophy though. In Kindle. Light bonfire flame. So it begins. A boss fight? We got a boss fight? Look what I'm doing to it. Nothing. Hold on. Yeah. We're so good. It's over. If this is one of those where you're supposed to die, I can beat this. I can beat it. Here, I got your ass. Okay. It's Joker. It's Joker. Alright. We're already doing this, huh? We're already doing this? I want my money back. Can I have your stuff? Yo, we got another trophy! That's Disflex. I guess those are heals. Look, we're learning. I got you. Oh, okay. Look at the girth on this boy, dude. Okay. Easy. First boss down. Let's go. After defeating the Asylum Demon, I was transported to a new area called Fire Firelink Shrine, which essentially acts as the game's hub where you level up and whatnot, and also led me to another trophy. Let's go! Reach Lordran. Arrive in Lordran. Let's go. Whatever's happening is happening, I guess. As always, I am confused and have no idea what's going on. And this was when the real game began, and I headed out into the world of Dark Souls, starting in the beautiful undead bird. What the hell? Brother, where am I? What are you? Huh? Oh, we messed up. We messed up. Why is he just standing there all menacingly? Am I two-handed? I am two-handing my weapon. We were so far. Oh, God, dude. What have we gotten ourselves into? We're shooting arrows. We're shooting arrows. I'm literally going to die. I'm going to die. Something's about to happen. Yeah, I ain't new around here. Always been. Okay.
Whoa.
And they're shooting arrows at me, but it's like, what the? Not shooting arrows. I like this system we got going on. You can kind of just like walk away. Gonna do that. Can you get out, please? One flask and a drink.
Sure. Bitch, I was not about to be gone.
He's downloading my move, so he's downloaded my move, so it's over. It'll be hard stuff on the first boss. Maybe. Dude, I'm nowhere. I'm in a loose hole. That's not fair, bro. If I die on one shot again, I am going to lose hole. That's it. We did it. Hey, bro, I wasn't even a trophy boss. That makes me sad. What? This video is sponsored by Factor 75. I would use the ad money to pay for therapy. I haven't been taking the Lucatrol very well. I know you're probably pretty skeptical from taking any fitness advice from a guy that plays video games for a living, and that's understandable. I get it. But just so you know, I've been lifting weights and actively pursuing a healthier lifestyle for a few years, and it wasn't long ago I lost 120 pounds. So I do have at least somewhat of a background on this topic, and when it comes to being healthier, leaner, stronger, all that good stuff that we all want, the most important factor that goes into all of that is your nutrition. We've all heard the saying, you cannot out-train a backpack. I would know. Out-train building the body you want. Go. Shit. Take that. I'll try to get through it. It's fine. Okay. You're not. Oh, you got multi. Your combo, huh? I would die for him. You understand? A little more exploration, running across some unfortunate situation in the process. That's not fair. That's not fair. It's not fair. I met this guy. Bro, what is bro got going on, man? He looks like the new Green Lantern. That Nathan Fillion's playing. This NPC led to what would become my first Covenant trophy. There were 7 of these in total, and essentially all I had to do was find specific NPCs and join their Covenant when prompted. I saved most of these for my New Game Plus run, but went ahead and took care of any I happened to come across in my initial grind playthrough. Oh, we got a trophy. Covenant. Way of Light. Discover Way of Light. That I did, but unfortunately, the vibes went down pretty quick because the next boss I ran into was not going to be a good time. Or bosses, I should say. Okay. Awesome. Come on, bro. Let's go. There's another one up there. I'm gonna ignore. I'm not gonna be able to ignore. This is ridiculous. This is absurd. This is absurd. I see you. I'm good, though. I'm good, though. There is no. 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 There is no running through. That is unfair. No. Hey, do you guys know if I need to cut his tail off for a trophy? Do I need to cut the tail, guys? Yes or no? You said it to the button. I hate this chicken game. Do I need to cut the tail off? We're doing so much damage now, though. No! I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I cannot do it, though. Yeah, that's supposed to cut off its tail. It's different every time. Oh my god, I'm to lose my mind. This is the first major boss that in the game, and I'm already about to lose for it. I cannot do it. That's supposed to cut the tail. It's just so, everything about this game is so unbelievably slow. Everything about this is slow. It's unbelievable. It's so slow. I don't understand. What happens if I get off the tail? Alright, look at that. I'm gonna kill this. Guys, look at that. Act like I'm in a bad spot now. Why are you? I gotta stop walking in. Dude, I'm never going to beat it. I'm never going to beat this. Oh my god. Please, 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 please. I'm drinking again. Okay.
Nice slab. Ooh.
Please, please, please.
Abracadabra.
Please, 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 please.
Oh.
Please, please, please. No. No. Please, no more.
Dead ass. Reminds me of Elden Ring.
That wasn't even a trophy. We didn't get a trophy for that. But what I would get a trophy for was for winning the first of two Bells of Awakening. Bringing both of these would end up.
Now, this next miracle is going to be really hard to explain on how to get, so if you guys have any questions, make sure you comment below. But I'm going to go ahead and try to describe on how to get this the best way I can. Now, this miracle is located in a secret area that is called Archdragon Peak. There are guides all over YouTube on how to get there. After defeating 3 Lords of Cinder, you'll be teleported to trigger a boss fight with the Dancer. After that, it unlocks the new world Bothra Castle. After climbing the ladder of the Dancer boss fight, you want to take a left instead of going straight to Lothar Castle. This leads you to the King's Consumed Garden, which is the boss fight that I just beat. After the boss fight, you're going to go ahead and go straight, and you'll get this gesture called Path of the Dragon. After collecting, get the white bonfire will walk through direct to Great Magic the Nameless King boss fight. Come to the left, and third boss, we're going to do a walkthrough of this world, so you guys can go ahead and do it on your own playthrough, but starting from the third bonfire of this world, this is directly before the Nameless King boss fight. Come to the left and follow this route that gets you to Great Magic Barrier. So there are 2 bosses in this world, the Wyvern and then the Nameless King. The Wyvern, you can go ahead and beat him and then move on, but once you go to the Nameless King boss fight, you'll know where it is. You have to signal a bell, and the arena looks sick. It's one of the most probably known boss fights of this game because it's very intense and very difficult. Go ahead and jump up here, take a left, jump down. Havel was up there. That's one way you can get his armor, by the way, a little side note. But go ahead and get Great Magic Barrier. Now,
Unlocking a new area that would allow me to progress the story later on. Each one would provide me with a trophy. Hey! Trophy! Ring the bell. Undead Church. Ring Bell of Awakening at Undead Church. Whatever that. Go back. In my mind, that's the trophy for beating the gargoyles. That's what I'm gonna say. Alright. I then continued making my way through the area in search of my next boss I had to take out. And of course, finding plenty of unpleasant surprises along the way. Alright, man. That's cool. Alright. This is. We're gonna throw this thing off. It's so freaking gross, man.
Boom, 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 boom.
This is so.
Oh. Yo. Burp, 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 burp.
Oh, don't run. Don't run. Alright, that.
Oh, have.
God.
Hello, have.
Oh, yeah. We're out here now. We're out here
Holy
now.
shit, you're.
No, for real.
Oh, another Titaness class?
I'm ready. I am
My bad.
I was before.
My bad, Havel.
Oh my god.
Goddamn, Havel. Good lord, brother.
I'm actually going to lose my mind.
Okay. Can make a big bunk weapon real quick, Havel. No, not this one. This one. Hello, Havel.
Why is there another dog? Why is there another? Yeah, this is
Nuke it all.
Straight up, just gonna run.
Nuke it all. Nuke it all. It's nice to know I don't take 10 damage per second. Oh.
Why are you guys here? Where did you guys come from?
My bad, Havel. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit.
Opera demon. Alright. Alright, let's see if we can make it 5 seconds. Just 5. There's dogs in here.
Cell sword twin blade. Where? Did that only give me his fucking shield? God damn it. Come on. That was my last one. Good thing it's right here. No, not one of you rock fucks.
As tough as Copper Demon was initially, I came back on day 2 and beat him on the first drop. Funny how that always happens. In defeating Copper Demon, unlocked a key to a new area called the Depths, which, full transparency, I had a somewhat tough time finding, resulting in yours truly ending up in areas I was definitely not supposed to be in. Valley of Drakes.
Well, we are so not supposed. We are all done collecting miracles that are just spread out in the game. Now it's time to collect the 4 miracle tomes. Now I do already have a guide on my channel on how to get those, so you guys can go ahead and just watch that if you'd like. I'm probably going to go a little bit more in detail in that guide. But I'm just going to show you guys the location just yet again, so you guys don't have to go back and forth in between the videos to, collect all the miracles. But first up in the Road of Sacrifices is the Braille Divine Tome of Kareem. You want to come down this route from the very first bonfire, jump down here. There'll be 2 dogs down here waiting for you, so don't get killed by them, as I almost do in this video barrier. Now we are all done collecting miracles. Miracles that are just spread out in the game. Now it's time to collect the 4 miracle tomes. Now I do already have a guide on my channel on how to get those, so you guys can go ahead and just watch that if you'd like. I'm probably going to go a little bit more in detail on that guide, but I'm just going to show you guys the location just yet again, so you guys don't have to go back and forth in between the videos to, collect all the miracles. But first up in the Road of Sacrifices is the Braille Divine Tome of Kareem. You want to come down this route from the very first bonfire, jump down here. There'll be 2 dogs down here waiting for you, so don't get killed by them, as I almost do in this video. But go ahead and collect this first miracle tome.
To be here, wait. Oh, look, I'm sorry I bothered you. I'm sorry. There's like, I know, hell no. My God, dude. We're beating this thing. We're beating this thing. Come on. Is his name Abel? So I've heard. I've heard much about it. All right. No, wait. Wait, dude. I got... Copper Demon area it is. Count your days, Abel. Count your days. They are numbered. Why does he have the new weapon? Why did your dad leave? Lucas, I didn't mean that. I don't know if your father left or not, but it's not your fault. But soon enough, I finally found the door that led me to the depths. All by myself, I absolutely did not press my chat for direction. And after spending a little time in these depths, I started to question exactly what it is I had gotten myself into. I don't trust this at all. This is a trap.
Next located in the Cathedral of the Deep is the Deep Braille Divine Tome. We're coming from... The next tome was bought by the NPC Yuria of Londor. Now, if you guys don't know how to unlock her, I do have a guide of that on my channel. The link will be in the description below. But go ahead and unlock her and buy it for 50 souls. What's going on, YouTube? You're Gamer 101 here, and welcome to a guide on how to get Yuria of Londor, another spellcaster that we can actually buy more. If you're finding Yuria of Londor throughout the game, every time like you die and you come back to him, he offers you a free level up to 5 times. You need to do this 5 times. He's going to give you 5 dark sigils, if that's how you say it. You can see it right there. And what this basically does is just make you more and more hollow. I'll take off my mask so you guys can see how I look. I am very hollow, but after doing so, you'll die, and then Yuria appears. Being classic from Dark Souls 1, Purging Stone. I'm so scared, I'm so scared, I'm so scared.
Please, no, please.
Next located in the Cathedral of the Deep is the Deep Brow Divine Tome. We're coming from the second, lastly back at Lothric Castle right before the old Dragon Slayer boss fight. Yet again, we're going to come over to the left where we were going to the Sombra Covenant, but this time we're going to go ahead and jump off the ledge. Now be careful, there will be one of those abyss demons down there. You don't want to go ahead and get tagged up by them because you're going to, receive some fall damage right here. But go ahead and jump down, and it's going to be down there, and that'll be the last home that we need to find. Now we can go ahead and head back to Firelink Shrine to give them our tomes and buy our miracle. Now, there's 2 NPCs that you're going to need to give these tomes to. You can technically give them all to Irina, but I recommend to give 2 of them to Carla. Now, if you don't know how to get either of these NPCs, there's a guide for each of them on my channel, and the link will be in the description below. The reason I recommend giving Deep Brow Divine Tomb and Londor Brow Divine Tomb to Carla is because if you give those to Irina and buy dark magic from her, she will go mad and you will no longer have access to her shop. And as far as I can tell or have noticed, Carla doesn't go insane, so give her those 2 tomes. You're going to have to give it to her twice because she'll at first reject it. Go ahead and get that, and you're going to buy these miracles from her.
And stay safe.
What's going on, YouTube? You're on a Demo 101 here, and welcome to another Dark Souls 3 guide. And today we're just going to be showing you guys how to get every single sorcery in this game. Now, there are 3 different ways that we're going to find these sorceries. Number 1, they're going to be spread out periodically throughout the game, and there are 5 of those like that. They're going to be exchanged for boss souls, and they're going to be exchanged for sorcery scrolls, which there are 4 scrolls. Now, I do already have a guide on my channel for all the scroll locations, but I'm going to go ahead and put it in this video too, so you guys don't have to go in between the 2 videos. Now, the order I'm going in is I'm going to show you guys what you can find in. First off, going from the boss gate of the Abyss Watchers in the Farron Keep, you want to hug the left wall, and you're going to come back. Next up is the spell Chameleon. Now, there's 2 ways to get this. The first way is whenever you get the Torch of Yorska in the Earthful of the Beryl Valley, you're going to come over to this corner, and there's going to be a statue here that's actually an assassin. You can kill this person, and they will drop Chameleon. If you decide not to kill them, after the boss fight of the Earthful of the Beryl Valley Pontiff, you're going to come into a Norlanda. Follow this route to take, and then I'll show you how to get Chameleon the second way. They actually died. As you can tell, coming down these stairs, they actually died anyway, but that's how you get Chameleon. Coming from the same bonfire of the boss fight, we're going to get the spell Great Deep Soul. Now, you won't need to follow this route if you guys have already unlocked the Covenant Aldrich Faithful. That's where we're headed right now. What you need to do is achieve, if you've got the same bonfire of the boss fight, you can...
Dribble, bro. Is this hell? Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Leave me alone! Jamie, thank you for the 10. This game sucks ass. Better, worse than Gimme God of War. It doesn't suck ass. I suck ass, Jamie. I suck ass. Death after death, I continued to struggle until I eventually ran into the next boss I had to get through to progress to the next area. The Gaping Dragon. Like, I can't even grasp the concept of what it is I'm supposed to do here. Am I supposed to cut the tail? What was I hitting at? What was I hitting at? Alright, I'll see y'all later, man. Maybe tomorrow. Who knows? I'm really scared, honestly. I don't know how long. I'm hoping this is one of those things where we took a little break and came back, got a little mental reset, and it's like, bam, we beat the boss first try, That's what I'm hoping. It's not? Okay. Thank you for that, Chaos. Whoa. Lake Town Key. Oh, so it's happening now. Okay. Nice. All right. Well, that just made that entire fight feel that much less satisfying, knowing my reward is Blighttown. Blighttown, where all dreams go to die. If you are a fan of the Soulsborne series, you know that Blighttown is far from a pleasant experience. I myself had heard of this notorious area for quite some time, but obviously, this being my first ever playthrough, had never experienced the soul-sucking hellscape that is Blighttown myself. But that was about to change. I bet. Are we going to be able to get into Blighttown? That's the question. Why am I poisoned? This dude poisons? Yeah, that after might not even make it in. We can't even get in the club, bro. One at a time! One at a time! Alright. We haven't even made it through the door, bro! 10,000 souls. Where'd you go? Alright, well, we're in it now, boys. We are in it. Nothing to lose now, we can just fight. Alright, cool. God, brother. This is a nightmare, bro. I can't even get. Alright. We're alive. We're alive. Yes. Alright. That's a big hell no. Bro, this is so evil. Miyazaki is a sick, sick man. And he's always been a sick, sick man. Well, as if I didn't think the dogs could get any worse. They breathe fire now.
As you can tell, coming down these stairs, they actually died anyway, but that's how you get chameleon.
The Easter egg hunt.
Coming from the same bonfire of the boss fight, we're gonna get the spell Great Deep Soul. Now you won't need to follow this route if you guys have already unlocked the Covenant Aldrich Faithful. That's where we're headed right now. What you need to do is achieve the next rank in their Covenant. This allows you to get Great Deep Soul. Basically with that, the last one that we're gonna get that isn't from a soul or from NPCs is in the Grand Archives, which is much later in the game. But if you are an intelligence build, I recommend you get this spell. This is one of my favorite ones, how it looks. I really don't know how well it damages, but this is the one that I use in the intro to show off. Now, I did go ahead and kill all the enemies here because I didn't want them to be a pest. So just go ahead and follow this route. It's pretty easy to find. It's just there's an illusionary wall and there's a frost knight, so be careful. Now it's time to collect the 4 scrolls. All of these will be given to the NPC Ulrich of Vindheim. If you guys don't know how to find him or get him, there will be a link in the
See the scroll.
Next up, located in the profane capital, right before the boss fight Yorm the Giant, you'll be able to get Logan's Scroll. This allows you to get Homing Soul Mask and Soul Spear. Mask and Soul the Giant, you'll be able to get Logan's Scroll. This allows you to get Homing Soul Mask and Soul Spear. You're going to run into an NPC, go ahead and kill them, and they will drop Logan's Scroll.
Hate it here. I hate it here. But somehow, after an embarrassing amount of deaths, I managed to make it through the evil that is Blighton, and ended up at the door of the next boss on the menu, which also happened to be the boss standing in the way of the second Bell of Awakening. That was no way. No way. No way. Is that really it? That's kind of crazy. That was stupid easy. This weapon's dumb. Let's go. Win the ball. Play like the man. Let's go. We're doing things. I think. Now that I've rang both bells of awakening, I can press forward into a new domain known as Sin's Fortress. An area that, in my opinion, might be just as bad, if not worse, than Blighttown. But before heading there, I did a little more exploring, where I would unlock another Covenant trophy and also discover something that was rather interesting. You know, I'm a little thrown off right now because I haven't seen any enemies, and that really makes me uncomfortable. Dude, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god, what the hell, bro? Ceaseless discharge. I feel you, bro. I got you. That's ceaseless discharge, bro. Miyazaki's a sick man. Is this right? I feel so dirty. Nah, not really. I don't care. Smarter, not harder. You good, gang? Hey, bro, it's freaking Copper Demon! Dude. Come on now. I realized that took me a second. I was like, wait. Yeah, so maybe we go back to Blighttown and do that shortcut. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, no. This is an evil, demonic human. This is going to be the most miserable place. And this is going to be worse than White Town. I can. Oh my god. That is wild, dude. Onion Bro! Yo! What's up, man? What just happened? Go. Did I just hit him? Did I just kill Onion Bro? Did I just act? That is not fair. What a disaster this entire playthrough is. Despicable. Dude, no!
Boy. Next up is a Sage Scroll, which allows you to get Great Fair and Dark, Fair and Hell, and Pestilent Mercury. Now, if you don't feel like hearing me list all these off, you can look in the description below and I'll list all this out for you. One thing I want to mention is make sure you give Orbic these scrolls immediately, because if you don't give them these two scrolls with proceeding through the game, he will disappear. Next up, located in the Profane Capital, right before the boss fight Yorm the Giant, you'll be able to get Logan's Scroll. This allows you to get Home Boy. Next up is a Sage Scroll, which allows you to get Great Fair and Dark, Fair and Hell, and Pestilent Mercury. Now, if you don't feel like hearing me list all these off, you can look in the description below and I'll list all this out for you. One thing I want to mention is make sure you give Orbic these scrolls immediately, because if you don't give him these two scrolls with proceeding through the game, he will disappear.
Let me check in here first.
There we go.
There's a freaking chest in here. That is not. Can't wait to play Cyberpunk. When I did eventually make it through Sin's Fortress, I was met by a boss named the Iron Golem, and quite frankly, he was a complete and total joke, which makes the fact that I managed to die to him multiple times that much more embarrassing. But when I did manage to beat him, I was transported to the land of Anor Londo, where we would continue our journey to unlocking another trophy. Yo! Reach Anor Londo! Dude, that is sick! Look how pretty it is! Alright, I see what the hype's about. I see what y'all hitting on. This is freaking beautiful. Prologue over, oh my god. There's some bullshit right here, but I can just tell. Yeah! So far in the playthrough, I have made it through some pretty despicable areas. Lighttown, Sin's Fortress, and I was hoping that maybe Anor Londo would be a little more forgiving. How naive of me. Secret bridge? Y'all serious? Y'all capping. There's no way, right? Y'all are lying. Y'all are the absolute worst. I am not reading chat for the rest of the stream. Brother. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. This is repulsive. You're so funny, Miyazaki. What a joke, dude. Peacemaker, what a joke. Bad game. About to run past these fools, dude. Think I'm about to fight. Not it. It is for AIDS. might be the worst thing I've ever played in my life. Bit my nose. We're about to see what it's all about. This boss everybody's talking about, although I'm pretty sure I know who it is. I've heard of the dark arts of Ornstein and Smough. Ornstein and Smough is one of the most iconic fights in the history of Soulsborne, and it just so happened to be right ahead of me. And I can comfortably say that this was by far my biggest challenge yet. Ornstein and Smough. Dude, I didn't have my controller in my hands yet. Yeah, that's a good fun. I can't even do it. I can't even do anything. Alright, dude. Alright, dude. What? Oh, he's done. Okay. What is he doing? Go. Good damage. Come on. No. Why did he play? He didn't play. No! The freaking hitbox on that is crazy. Stand him up. Where's Ornstein? Okay, nice. Those elitists do GFing stuff. Get good. Your gameplay is boring. I don't know how you can't see Ornstein all the time because Fat Axe is blocking him. Leave the color. Alright, dude. Oh, those souls elitists. Dude, get good. Your gameplay sucks, dude. I've never had sex before, but I know what it looks like. No. I just have to stand up. That is wild, bro. What? Oh, man. Oh, bro, like... You can't see him because Fat Axe is blocking him. You cannot see what Ornstein's doing because of a little bit of obesity over here. Not done anything, not yet, by the way. There we go. I'm something.
Next up, located in the profaned capital, right before the boss fight Yorm the Giant, you will be able to get Logan's Scroll. This allows you to get Homing Soul Mask and Soul Spear.
You okay?
It's different, but you'll love it.
Now go save some money.
Can we call my mom? She's gonna love this. I'll let you answer.
You okay?
It's different, but you'll love it.
Now go save some money.
Can we call my mom? She's gonna love this. I'll let you.
Worst attempt yet. This is the worst attempt yet. I have not done one thing right this entire attempt. I did. What? Explain! Alright, dude. Alright, man. What are you doing? What is this guy doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What? I just died. Dude, I'm like, you don't even have time. Alright, man. What time? Yeah. Alright. Cool. Go. Alright, guys. It was a good, really good stream. Alright, good start. Alright, yeah, good first attempt. Cool. Unlock. Oh, dude. I'm already gonna lose full. I'm already gonna lose full. I'm already gonna lose full.
Endings in the Soulsborne franchise are generally pretty vague, and Dark Souls 3 is no exception. So in this video, I'm going to do my best to explain each of the 4 endings of Dark Souls 3 and what they mean lore-wise to the Dark Souls universe. Let's start with the most obvious, linking the fire. Throughout the game, almost every NPC that aids you pushes you towards this ending. From the Firekeeper to Andre the Blacksmith, the player is informed that their goal is to link the fire and continue the current age. Now, the ending in-game is actually pretty simple. After defeating the Soul of Cinder, the Unkindled walks over to the bonfire and lets the flame consume their body, sitting down and assuming their role as Lord of Cinder just as others have done before them. Yet something is a bit off. When Gwyn first linked the flame, it erupted into a fiery explosion, burning many of his knights to ash. In Dark Souls 1, if the chosen undead chooses to link the flame, it explodes, covering the entire kiln in fire. These are both in stark contrast with the meager flame of Dark Souls 3, which is barely able to engulf just the Unkindled, let alone the entire kiln. From this, we can infer that the flame is weaker than it once was. Years and years of being artificially prolonged have taken their toll on the first flame, which was originally supposed to fade during Gwyn's age. This is further evidenced by the state of Lothric. The fire is still burning during the game, but Lothric is a hodgepodge of different lands from different time power. Meaning this is end the fire. To achieve this ending,
true strength to level up. Then repeat this every 2 deaths until you've leveled up 5 times. But be sure to do this before killing the Abyss Watchers. Next, locate Anri of Astora by the halfway fortress bonfire and complete their dialogue. After defeating the Deacons of the Deep, but before killing the Abyss Watchers, return to Firelink Shrine and then talk to them again. Meet them once more in the Catacombs of Carthus and complete their dialogue, selecting no and do nothing where appropriate. Do not
Future Impossible, Lenovo Legion. Check out this Easter decor from PopShop. These bunnies are the perfect centerpiece. Layering these chargers
Welcome home. Speak thy heart's desire. Passion, this is much like what lies within me, and let it find its own place within my bosom. She will understand. We are both fire keepers after all. Forgive me, sister. May the flames guide thy way. Ashen one, are these eyes? How gracious of thee, Ashen one.
That one right there that he does, I would never. That is so I just can't do anything but laugh. People like this fight. I've seen so many people say they like this fight. You're not allowed to say that, though. You're not allowed to say it's a bad fight. Because then the souls of you just come out. It's not a bad fight. You're just bad. It's like, well, both things can be true. Just kill me. That's my favorite part, is when you can't see the attack, because my 600-pound life right here. I'm in that. I'm in a bad way, son. I got tuberculosis. That's no. I refuse to believe it. Pretty good fight, man. Pretty good. I don't think I'm that bad. We'll pause the stream for a second before we move forward. I'll just take a second to welcome the apologies that many of you owe me. Okay? Many of you owe me very many apologies.
Best.
Holy milkers, brother.
An overcoming chosen on there. Come hither, child.
Come hither, child, dude. Hell yeah.
Chosen on there.
Brother, Guinevere. Lord Vessel. Oh, is that fast travel? We got fast travel. Acquired the Lord Vessel. Side note, bro, does she have permits for those, bro? That is absurd. The calcium cannons, brother. Oh, yes. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Covenant Princess's Guard. I want to be in your covenant forever.
Passion for the length.
Yeah, Old Student Snow might actually be the best boss fight in history of Dark Souls. At this point in the playthrough, my main goal going forward is to obtain the 4 Lord Souls, which will unlock the final area to fight the final boss, as well as clean up any of the other trophy bosses I might have missed along the way. Some of these bosses were complete and total nightmares, and others weren't so bad. But the first Lord Soul I ended up going for was for a boss named Seed the Scaleless, who was located in the Crystal Cave, a wonderful place. Worse than Blighttown? No way. I don't believe it. Where do I go, dog? Epic. It's like that. Paying attention to the. Alright, well, oh, dude, this is devious. That's devious, bro. That's the diabolical. Alright. Look at us. Alright, I think I'm actually going to come on. Dude.
first flame quickly fades. Darkness will shortly settle. But one day, tiny flames will dance across the darkness. Like embers linked by Lord's Pass. Ashen One, hearest thou my voice still?
Okay. There we go. Do another damn.
If patients use Pronamel clinical enamel strength, it will actually help to protect the enamel for a lifetime.
Sylvania's headlight experts want to demonstrate just how much visibility your car's headlight bulbs can.
No. 'Point forward, point up, point down, wave. Jump, figure out. Back. All over. Drill away. Throw it in. Raise the sun. Where's the sun? My thanks. Collapse. Collapse. Aggro. Beckett. Wow. I don't know Beckett. get that over. Dignified about prayer.
Who's that? Someone there? Anyone? Please, nobody touch me.
This is so strange. Where am I supposed to go? But after a number of fall deaths that I'm certainly not proud of, I finally located C, who surprisingly ended up being one of the easier bosses in the game. One more. I'm miss out. No, we did it. We've been funny though. Yo, we got a